How's it going, everyone? Hope you guys are doing well. Let's go wait for a minute or two just to get some people in. Hope you guys are doing well. There's a lot of discussions that we gotta talk about, especially when it comes to current events. Uh, we know for a fact that the U.S. attacked Venezuela and captured current president, President Nicholas, which to me is kind of surprising. Uh, and that's a really bold move to the United States. Um, well, and you can think about it, that this is going to be a rumor of war going on between the United States and Venezuela. Even though the people are happy that the president is gone and being captured, um, but I see something different in the spiritual realm. Um, which I won't get into today. Just pray and see. Just pray and see. That's all. Everybody, I'm asking you guys. Just pray and see. See where it goes. And thank God for joining this live stream today. I know this is gonna be about uh, being my first time being live in quite a while. But yeah, hopefully I can do this maybe twice a week. Maybe just you and me talking, hanging out, see what you guys up to. Um, maybe later in the future, may do some, let's play. If I know how to use it through a Chromebook. Um, but yeah, it's such a cold day today. It's been drizzling outside for most of all day. And I went go for a walk for a little bit, and it's going to be start warming up later this week. Um, hopefully, we can go back fishing again once the water temperature is at a comfortable level where smaller fish, small bluegills and stuff like that can go out and play. Um, but right now the water level is kind of under 50 degrees, which is kind of cold for them. Which normally fish are they rely on water temperature than the air temperature. The colder it gets, their metabolism slows down, and they're not as hungry as they used to be. Um, so every winter is different. I think last year, not like 2024, I caught more fish during the winter than most of the summertime. And now 2025, this would have been pretty cold. But every winter is different, okay, and every spring and summer is different. I may catch more bowfins than last year's. I may catch more, you know, largemouth bass than last year, and so it all depends on every single year. This last year caught at least 1,339 fish, which is double the amount for um, for 2024 goal. It's been amazing, been amazing. So yeah, all these things come together. You know, um, like I said before, I've been been trying doing something different. When I'm learning basic computer pro- basic computer programming, such as HTML. Learning that, learning the basics of it, and probably later on maybe create like a simple web page or something like that. Um, I may do some. Probably next one I'll start learning CSS and learning how to put more detail into it. Um, and then probably March I'll be learning JavaScript. And JavaScript is going to be a little bit difficult for me because I remember the last time I did JavaScript, I did very terribly, and so I'm ready for the challenge. And after that, I may learn either Java or maybe Python, maybe some sort of framework for uh, CSS or JavaScript. Um, I may learn some, jQuery or Ajax or other different technologies that can create the best website that you can have in the market. And being a software developer slash engineer, I had to learn the skills in order for me to increase my income and be better off. Just be more like myself more every single day. Um, right now financially, I'm just in ruin because of healthcare and how much healthcare really, really bothers me. You know, and when I'm trying to do the best I can as a person to really think of ways for me to overcome this disease called type 2 diabetes and glaucoma, liver disease, and so much more. And you guys been a pretty supportive in my health journey. Slowly, hopefully, I can improve. I got my next doctor's appointment on the 14th of January with my primary, and then the 26th with my eye doctor to check on my glaucoma. And so it's been pretty rough last year. Been through health struggles, um, mental health struggles as well. I've been spending a lot of money, but which I don't need to. And so I'm just retraining my mind slowly, maturely. Um, but I'm grateful to be alive. I'm grateful that I'm able to do, just to be able to talk with you guys. You guys been a big supporter of this channel, especially to fishing and wildlife. Um, I know there's a park down. There's gonna be a new park down the street where I live, and they have gonna have like two ponds there. I don't know if they're gonna allow to do some fishing there, but once they open up, I think late 2027, they're gonna build like some hiking trails and agricultural education and stuff like that. And yeah, I may film there. My goal for this year is to go into different lakes and different different parts of the creek and rivers to find a way to just find new spots around my area to do some fishing. It's not easy. It's not even hard either. It's all about being consistent and being able to be open minded for new opportunities to find different fishing spots. Um, what I do maybe tomorrow morning, I may go for a walk and hopefully I can do. Actually, no, don't say some. No, actually, I'm probably going to do some walking tomorrow tomorrow afternoon when I get off work. That I can go out, find a trail, see where it leads. Maybe I can find a new spot somewhere, which is not too far away, and at least try, to find a spot there. But it won't be easy. It's going to be difficult, and it's going to be rough. Um, but altogether, I think that God has His plans, and I got to follow it. Following His plans is more reasonable than anything else. And when I see in God's perspective, I'm like, wow, God really lead me to that narrow way that leads to life. Even though the sickness has caused me to go to the hospital for a number of days, but yet God's faithfulness was still there. Even though the enemy is trying to whisper to you like, "Oh, God hates you and God forsake you because of your illness." No, these are lies of the enemy. God loves you to the point where I want you to be who you are, a child of God. And sometimes we go through a lot of things in life that nobody imagines. Like I'm relearning geometry, learning how to do geometry and understand the concept of geometry because back in high school, I wasn't. Math was not my strength at all. I've been having D's and F's on math classes like 4 years in a row, but I until I had to retake some classes just to pass the course, which is bad. But now I'm learning geometry on my own time and learning how to do, I don't know, Pythagorean theory or SSS and SAS triangle problems. But I learned a lot, while I'm doing it on my own pace. I'm not in no rush. I'm learning about to fly. Next I'm going to be learning trigonometry. Next, I'm going to learn zoology. Yeah, to study animals. That's my cup of tea. Sometimes learning on your own pace can help you just not only remember things, but you solve the problem. You see, problem solving should be on everybody's skill set. You got to solve a problem and find a solution to that problem. It doesn't matter if you are a manager at a store or at a restaurant. It's your, part of your responsibility is to find the solution to the problem. That's it. And I worked for Walmart for 2 years and in a few months now, and in the inventory season is right around the corner. Like in less than 100 days, we might as well start some problem now by getting ready for the inventory and just getting ready for inventory season. And then after inventory season, everything goes back to normal, which I give God the praise and the glory. Amen. And so it is very, very crucial. It is very, very crucial that you take the time to show yourself approved unto God, study yourself approved unto God, in learning the ways of the Lord Most High. I think 1 John chapter 3 verse 1 says this. See how great a love the Father has given to us, that we shall be called children of God. Even the apostle John understand the true meaning of the true meaning of the love of God. Because of 1 John. God loves us so much, He wants us to stay in the truth and be abound by the truth, because we love and serve the Lord with all our heart and also with all our strength. And there is nothing new under the sun. It's not like that being said, every day I'm learning new things. Every day I am taking my time and just learn the fundamentals of a man. Okay, now many of you who are watching, maybe you're a woman. Learn what it means to be a woman. Learn how to mean to be a man. Because I've seen a lot of stuff in Walmart that really make me very, very sad. These grown men, these like 20-plus-year-old men, are acting like children. They're not taking responsibility. They're not taking accountability when they do things that they shouldn't do, or causing trouble in the store. They have the lack of accountability and mentorship. And to me, God has really given me a heart of life coaching, and I am willing to be the life coach. And sometimes you gotta be coachable. Sometimes you gotta be learnable and learning to how to love God more than anything else. See, God has called me to become a man of God, not to be a sissy boy, not to be a man that desires, bad things. You know, uh, when I turned 20 years old, I remember I stopped playing video games when I'm 20 years old. Why? Because I decided if I want to be a man, I gotta put away the childish things. In video games, unless God wanted me to be a video game player or a live streamer who does video games for a living, then fine. But I believe God took off that desire off from me. Because God doesn't want me to be playing video games all day and miss out opportunities to become a man. Sometimes I had to let things go, as they say, and to start building wealth, start building your health, start building your assets, start building your credit, start learning financial literacy, start learning how to do real estate, start learning how to do uh, all these tech stuff like cybersecurity, uh, software developer or engineer. All these things. Start learning the skills that you need. Much more if you're watching, and you're thinking about going to trade school, go to trade school. Learn how to be a welder. Learn how to be a plumber. Learn how to be a HVAC tech. Learn how to be a firefighter. Learn how to be a police officer. Whatever God has led you to do it. And I believe that 2026 is going to be a different year for me. Not only that, I need to take my health seriously. Not only that, I need to take my career seriously, but I gotta take my whole life seriously because life is, look, I only live once. Then once I die, here comes the judgment. What did he do in your life? For me, I want to travel around the world to do, I don't know, maybe do like how Steve Irwin does back in the day, where he travels around the world, encounters different animals around the world, like lions and crocodiles, alligators, or Chuck Horn. When I watched him back in the day when I was a kid, travel around the world, um, travel to South America and the Amazon in the Amazon rainforest, and you know that's my passion. I want to travel around the world, travel across America. Maybe go fishing in different bodies of water throughout the United States. Like, I definitely want to go to Tennessee River. Definitely want to go to Potomac River, my home state of Virginia. I may go to, I don't know, Colorado to catch some trout, or may go down to Texas to catch alligator gar, or go to Florida catching some amazing uh, uh, invasive fish species or invasive animals in general. There's a lot of iguanas and a lot of alligators and crocodiles to manatees, and all these things are what I'm after. But I can't do that if I'm making 15 hours an hour. I need to, you know, I'm thinking about becoming more of a content creator than anything else, and doing, work part time as a software developer of some sort, and just try to work as much as I can. Possibly I won't be working at Walmart long term, because this is just temporary for what God wants me to be in now in this season. But if I want to go out there and explore the world, I gotta make more money. I can't stay stagnant with $15 per hour, and I gotta have that mindset that if I want to be a traveling zoologist, then I gotta increase my income so that I can go where I want to go. But sometimes it starts here. You know, I want to start driving a car. Okay. To this day, I'm still have a fear on the car. But now I am ready to make this challenge. I'm gonna start driving a car. I drive a car, get my license, get insurance, start driving. No more, no more, no more, no more of staying stagnant. This is 2026. No more. Time to change. It's time to do something great in my life. That I know for sure. As we close this, and I'll do another live stream probably this coming week, either Thursday or Saturday, or both Thursday and Saturday. I just wanna I just wanna get you guys. I want to be more interactive with the community than anything else. That's my goal for this year, is to be more interactive, engage with the community, talk about things, and if you're a believer, perfect. If you're not, that's fine too. All I'm here is to say thank you guys for your support. Thank you guys for giving me some advice, some um, hints and stuff like that. And so, yeah, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for sticking out there for 30 minutes of your time. Again, thank you guys. So may God bless you. May God keep you. Have a See you guys on the next one. Bye.